Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is your favorite ringside physician, Dr. Jared Vasquez. This is the Octagon Doctor channel, your favorite place on the internet to get pre and post fight coverage from the unique point of view of a ringside physician. Today, we're going to be talking about something really important. What factor does Conor McGregor bring into the cage this Saturday that gives him a huge advantage against Dustin Poirier? But before we get to the meat and potatoes of this video, please share, subscribe to my channel, and like and comment in the channel, because there's some other bigger channels that are crushing me in the search bar, and they're just jumping into big fights and big moments in MMA, and are not committed as I am to bring you guys details on every fight card, injuries, opinion pieces, and all that stuff. And of course, you would be helping a Latino creator here in YouTube improve his channel and reach more audiences, which is always great. So please do that and help me today. That would really mean a lot to me. So let's talk about Conor McGregor, biggest star by far in the universe of mixed martial arts. If mixed martial arts were Marvel movies, he's the Tony Stark of the Marvel movies. And you say, yes, Dr. Vasquez, but Tony Stark dies at the end. But maybe in this universe he doesn't. Conor McGregor, man, I've been thinking a lot about this fight. Dustin Poirier has definitely improved in the last couple of years as a man, as an athlete, as a tactician inside the cage, and that is dangerous. That spells trouble for Conor McGregor. Does it really? Conor McGregor, let's talk about something that's really important when we look at this matchup from the point of view of physiology, of anatomy. What has Conor McGregor made, or what has Conor McGregor had different in his preparation leading up to this fight? Of course, he's been less active than Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier has been, if you look at his schedule, let's pull up a picture of his schedule. He's had the craziest gauntlet of opponents in his UFC career. I mean, this is the second time he fights Conor McGregor. He fought Gagey 2 times. He's fought, well, look at the list. Look at this list. By God, it's sadistic. But Dustin Poirier is not afraid of anything. This is something that you guys have to take into consideration when you're picking fighters. You're like, okay, am I going to pick Conor? Am I going to bet on Conor? Do I have all my eggs in the basket of Dustin Poirier? This is what you need to ask yourself. What skill set sets them apart? Now, Dustin Poirier has been focusing on wrestling, on jiu-jitsu, on boxing. His boxing is crisp. His movement, his conditioning is supreme. But Conor McGregor has been focusing on boxing. He was training for the past years. He's been focusing and dreaming of boxing bouts. Boxing bouts that he already had with Floyd Mayweather, and boxing bouts that he plans to have with Manny Pacquiao. You might say, oh, he's crazy, he has no chance. But he's not fighting Manny Pacquiao on Saturday night. He's fighting Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Now, this is going to be, and I believe deeply, this is going to be a huge factor. Let's rewind a little bit and take you to my experience with boxing. I've been a ringside physician for the past perhaps 7 years. With that, I've been a doctor in boxing bouts for Rock Nation Boxing, for CBS Sports Boxing. I've been, Golden Gloves, multiple. I mean, I've been in thousands of fights. I haven't seen any serious injuries in MMA, in Muay Thai, or in, amateur MMA. I haven't seen life-threatening injuries. But out of the perhaps 10 or 12 fight cards that I did as a ringside physician, I saw one severe brain bleed in the case of Daniel Twitch Franco. Guys, when you sit ringside in a boxing event, the shots sound completely different. We're talking about bombs going off. The power that boxers carry is different. It's scary power. This comes from years and years of just training your upper girdle muscles. We're talking pectoralis, we're talking shoulders, we're talking bicep muscles, triceps, the back, well, everything, the machinery. If you see the kinetics of a shot, of a boxing shot, it's different. Fighters are grounded. You don't have to worry about a takedown. And Conor has been diving deep into that world. And as a matter of fact, he began boxing. That was his start in the combat journey in Ireland. So Conor brings boxing power into the octagon. That's what's different. And for DP, for Dustin Poirier, well-rounded, a lot of head movement, a lot of lateral movement, but he gets hit. He gets touched. And we all seen it with Dan Hooker. In all of his fights, he gets rocked. So I believe a big factor that Conor brings, and his training has been so secretive. We've seen glimpses of his training. It's boxing power. If Conor is able to out-wrestle Dustin and keep himself from not being in the ground. I mean, Dustin Poirier, a great wrestler, not as good as wrestler as Khabib Nurmagomedov. That is a given. Conor McGregor was the fighter that was a little bit more effective. Other than Ally Aquinta, Conor McGregor was really successful defending takedowns, even though he lost. In a valiant effort, he was able to defend his takedowns. So if this fight stays on the ground, who has more knockout power? Who has been investing in boxing trainer? That is Conor McGregor. And I believe that's why Conor McGregor is going to be able to hurt Dustin Poirier and capitalize and put him away before 2 rounds. Of course, I'm a huge Dustin Poirier fan, as a man, as a person. Dustin Poirier also has an injury in his labrum, in his hip, which kind of limits his mobility a little bit. I mean, it's slightly, if you're not a trained eye, you're not able to spot it, but it's there. So that's gonna allow Conor to bridge the gap, lay that trap, and have those strikes connect. But it's gonna be a fantastic fight, and I'm really excited that it's being so respectful. I mean, Conor and the Good Fight Foundation. This is gonna be great for the sport, and this is an atypical Conor McGregor nice fight buildup, and I'm here for it. And I know you guys are as well. So tell me your opinion. Why do you think Conor is going to win or Dustin's going to win? Write down there in the comments. There's always an active battle. These comments down here are an octagon by themselves. So thank you guys for the attention. Of course, please remember to share and subscribe. Get me up there so I can compete with those channels that are being opportunistic and just jump in on MMA. And they're not true fans. They're just jumping on MMA when there's an injury to make a couple dollars. But I am fully invested and committed to mixed martial arts. I'm not putting out football videos every other day and then jumping on the bandwagon in MMA. So please support me, and I'm going to bring quality content to you guys in every fight card. Of course, I'm going to have a live stream, and you guys can participate. So be, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you're able to come in and join me live for the post-fight live stream, which is going to be lit. You don't want to miss it. Thank you, guys.